Hey everyone, it is day one of the 5-day Boost Your Biz website challenge. And thanks so much for participating with me. I know you guys are going to gain so much amazing, actionable information that you can start using immediately on your website. And if you don't have your website again, don't worry about it. This is good information that you can write down, you can keep, and then pass off to your web developer or do it yourself when you're ready to actually build out that website. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick PowerPoint presentation. And if you look below this video, in the email, you're going to see where you can download these slides so you can get a hold of those web links that I'm going to give you guys. So for today, we're going to be covering the WordPress, your hosting and themes, plugins, email marketing that is so crucial to higher converting websites. So you can download the slides. You can write notes all over them or just keep them for yourself. But you're really going to want to check out some of these links that I gave you. So I really encourage you to look at that download PDF and use it to your advantage. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to dive right in.
Hey everyone. Okay, so day number one of the 5-day Boost Your Biz website challenge. And I am your host, Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark. You guys probably know me. I've been around for a little while. I'm an online marketing strategist, and I have been implementing websites for my clients, doing everything from websites to lead generation to sales, and even product development. So I am going to give you guys some of my nice little tips and tricks, especially for this year. This has been a big year in online marketing and digital marketing. Some really cool things have come out, so I cannot wait. I can't wait for you guys to see what I've learned, and it gives me a chance to geek out a little bit. I don't get to do that a whole lot, so here we go. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so back to the basics. So the three main talking points for today, and I'm going to keep it to three because I don't want to overwhelm you guys, especially in tech. If you're not in tech all the time, then anything more than three might be a little too much to take. So we're going to stick with three. And first one, your website hosting and the themes to use. We're going to talk about some of my favorite hosting websites and just some of the themes that are working really, really well this year and what people are using and having high conversions with. Next is the must-have WordPress plugins. Now, I have a whole list of plugins that I really do recommend. There's a couple I'm going to recommend to you more than others, but I'm going to give you a nice full list just so you can kind of take a look and see what you like, see what you don't like. And lastly, we're going to talk real briefly about email marketing for higher conversions. Now, when I say higher conversions, I mean an increase in your website visitors to email subscribers or even potentially paying clients. So we want to make sure that those people that are coming to your website, they're signing up for your offers, they're signing up to talk to you. Want to make sure that we set that up for you so that you guys can really start building an amazing business, an amazing online presence. So the back end of websites, the way back where nobody really wants to play. And so it starts with your website hosting and theme. So after you buy your URL, and in most cases you're going to buy your hosting from the same platform you bought your URL from. You need to know who works really well with people and who doesn't. So my two favorite website hosting platforms are GoDaddy and Namecheap. And GoDaddy is my favorite because they're so simple to use and their customer support is amazing. Like their chat support is really good. Their phone support is even better. Namecheap is my second favorite because I do feel like Namecheap is very easy to use. It's really easy to navigate, and their support's pretty good too, especially their chat support. If I I had to use Namecheap and I had to reach out, I would reach out to their chat support. So those are my two favorites. Yeah, so whenever you buy your URL and you're hosting, you want to immediately upload WordPress to your website. WordPress is the theme to use. It's free. A lot of people will just build out WordPress websites and just use some simple themes. And that's a great way to start too. I am going to recommend some other themes for you though to get a higher converting website, especially if you're a consultant, if you are a coach, or if you're in some kind of a service-based industry. You're really going to want one of these two themes. And my two theme favorites right now are the Divi theme, which you can get at elegantthemes.com, and the OptimizePress theme. And you can purchase OptimizePress at optimizepress.com. Now, these themes you do have to pay for. The Divi theme in particular, if you guys do decide that you want to sign up for my 8-module offering that I offered you in the first email, I will give you the Divi theme for free. I have the developers package, so I can help people develop their websites with the Divi theme and not charge them like $70 for the theme. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about why I like these two themes. And Divi theme is so easy to use. You don't need to know coding. It integrates with your email marketing really easily. And I'm going to tell you about a couple more email marketing platforms and services to use. It also makes a pretty good landing page. And it converts very well on mobile devices, on iPads, something that is a must-have for high converting websites. It's gotta convert. It's gotta convert to your mobile. It's gotta convert to your iPads. That's where people are really looking at websites, and they're really looking at their online content that way. OptimizePress is really great too. It's, I started with OptimizePress and then moved up to the Divi theme. And OptimizePress is really simple. It's really simple to use. It's a little bit harder to use than Divi. Also, I think that OptimizePress, what really works well for this is that you've got ready-made templates for like landing pages, for sales pages. They make it really easy for you to convert website visitors, and that I really do like that about OptimizePress. So either one of those is great. Okay, so we're going to continue with the back end of the website. Just hold on one second. I need to sip of water. Okay, so plugins. You don't even start uploading plugins until you've uploaded WordPress and you've gone into that back end of your original website, not your cPanel, which is the way back end where you buy the URL. And guys, email me if you have any questions on this stuff. Sometimes I forget that I'm in tech all day, and I do say a lot of tech things. So if you're getting confused, just give me an email, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. But anyways, your plugins are something that you upload to a WordPress site. And there's some essential ones out there that are really going to help you to increase your conversions on your website. And I'm going to first talk about Opt-in Monster. And this is going to help you convert your website visitors into email subscribers. This is one of those plugins that converts really well with other email marketing services. One of the things I really like about Opt-in Monster is the behavior automation features. And a great example of behavior. Okay, so you're like, what is behavior automation features? And behavior automation features are it automatically tracks the behavior of your website visitor. So a great example is, have you ever been to a website where you're looking at it and you're like, nah, I don't know if I want to sign up for anything. And you start to go for that little X button in the top right-hand corner. You're about ready to just exit out. And then all of a sudden, something pops up on the screen and it says, are you sure you want to go? You forgot to sign up for this freebie. And you're like, oh, that's true. You know, this is really great. I'm going to sign up for it. That right there is an example of behavior automation features, and that pop-up box right there. So what it did is it tracked your behavior. Excuse me. It tracked your behavior. It saw that you were exiting out, and it decided to just sweeten the pot to make sure that you signed up before you left the website. So OptinMonster is like one of the top rated behavior automation platforms to use, and it's another feature that I really like is that it's really easy to design those pop-ups, and then you can design great opt-ins. It's a really great plugin to use. Don't have to use it, but if you have the option to get it, I would get this one. Okay, next, Visita. I love Visita. It is a calendar app that integrates very well with WordPress websites. Now, the great thing about Visita and why you absolutely want to have a calendar app on your website, a calendar plugin, is so that people have a way of setting up a call with you, of contacting you, of getting on the phone. Because the worst thing you can do for yourself on your website is create a beautiful website, and that's perfect for bringing in your ideal clients, your potential ideal clients, and then not giving them a place to actually contact you. Now, Visita really makes it easy for you because it's an online calendar app. It's an online calendar plugin, and it's very easy. It's very easy to use. Visita is very easy to use, and the calendar features, and it integrates beautifully on your website. And you can even have Visita calendar kind of pop up with your picture on it at the bottom of every screen. Just say, hey, want to have a call? And then they just sign up and they go right to Visita, and that's it. And it's very simple, great way to connect with people who come to your website. So the next one is Google Analytics. And Google Analytics is the best free website analytics tool out there. It just is. And for those of you who are willing to learn how to use it, this is a powerful weapon on your website. You can use this to optimize your conversions on your website, to actually see where your visitors are coming from, what part of the world, where they're coming from. Did they come from Facebook? Did they come from some kind of social media platform that you had put the link out? Did they come from an email? And then you can track that, and you can actually track what they do on your website, how long they stay on it, what page they click through to. It's an amazing and powerful tool, and an easy plugin to use. And I gave you guys a link to the beginner's guide on how to install the analytics into your WordPress. There's some more links that'll take you on how to use it. If you guys have some extra, do any of us have time? I don't know, but if you have some extra time, Google Analytics, got to get that plugin. It's a great plugin, really going to help you with your conversions. Next one is Backup Buddy. And if you're new to websites, you'll be like, Backup Buddy, do I need to back up my website? What does backing up your website look like? So this is, if you have to get one plugin, this is the one you need to get. You need to get a backup plugin, and I'm suggesting Backup Buddy because it is the highest rating. Just an example is, can you imagine all the hours you spend putting together content and writing your blogs, uploading your homepage content, creating graphics, putting it all together. You're going to spend a lot of time on your website if you're doing it yourself. Now, can you imagine the worst thing happening? Somebody hacking into your website, or something happening to your website where all of this is lost and you don't have a backup system. Now, if you have something like Backup Buddy, everything gets saved. And you know, something, if a hacker gets in there and messes everything up, no big deal. You can fix it. You can fix it with Backup Buddy. Or there's a few other ones out there. I mentioned this one because this one is a really good one that I've used before. It's really easy, and it also is a top rated one. Next one, Yoast CEO. Sorry, not CEO. Yoast SEO. It's a little late here. I'm getting a little funky with my words. So SEO is such a useful tool to use on your website. And you may be asking, what the heck is SEO? And SEO stands for search engine optimization. And just think of it as the SEO is the words and the content that bring those wonderful little Google bots and other search engine bots to your website. And those words that bring them there, those words are what they judge your website's value on. This is what they take a look at those words, they take a look at your website and like, well, this is either great or this is terrible. And depending on that judgment, you know, and there is some, I mean, I sit there and say it's a judgment, but it really isn't. It's logistics, and they're Google bots and they follow certain algorithms, but you know, the better off, you're better off if you actually know how to use SEO and you have those keywords. And you're bringing in, and it's not only good for that to boost your rankings in the search engines, but SEO is also a really great way for you to hone in on the words that are actually connecting with your website visitors and your ideal clients. I mean, SEO is really important. So Yoast is an easy one to use. It will help you with your keywords. It'll tell you how many more keywords you need, or it'll also, you know, what I like about Yoast is that it'll actually give you some suggestions, some very simple suggestions on how to improve the SEO rating. Rate in your content. Very simple to use, very powerful to use. Okay, email marketing to bring in leads and to convert those leads. So, you know, email marketing, I could seriously spend probably, I say half a day, but probably a full day just talking about email marketing. I'll save the real good stuff for another challenge or a webinar, just because I could overwhelm you with the information I have on email marketing. So what is email marketing? Email marketing is when you collect a site visitor's email address, and then you email them about yourself and your products. And you know, there's so many opportunities to collect these email addresses via your website, and we'll get into that a little bit more later on in the challenge. But for today, I'm going to give you some of the platforms that are easy to use for email marketing and are perfect for those who are just getting started. So if you're looking for a more robust email marketing system and some more techniques, you know, just send me a quick email. You know, hit reply to this email, and you know, we can set up a call, and I'll walk you through some strategies with a more robust email marketing plan. More than happy to do it. More than happy to give you some suggestions of some other platforms that are for people who've been in business for a little bit longer. The ones I'm going to give you today are for those who are starting out. These are the top 3 ones for those of you who are just starting out. And excuse me just for a second. Let's start over. MailChimp. Yes, MailChimp is the one to start with. It's so simple to use, and it's cheap. It's free for those who just want to email people. Up to 2,000 email addresses you can email for free through MailChimp. Nothing out there beats that. That's the one to use. And it also integrates really well with most websites and themes, especially the 2 that I mentioned. It integrates so easily with those 2. And you know, I think the ease of use and the fact that it's free, and if you do want to upgrade so you have a couple of extra features, so cheap. It's very, very cheap. So yeah, if you're starting out, MailChimp's the way to go. And just so you guys know, because I'm thinking about this, I'm like giving out all these links and stuff. I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. So what I'm giving you is information that I've seen work for myself in my own business and for my clients. So you're really getting what I believe in and what I've seen work. So the next one is GetResponse. I've used GetResponse myself in my own business, and I've used it for several clients, and I really do like GetResponse. If you're going to pay a little bit of money for an email marketing system, GetResponse would be the one that I would recommend. So these guys integrate great with OptimizePress, with the OptimizePress theme. They integrate pretty well with Divi too. And I really enjoy the segmentation aspect of GetResponse. I think it's very simple. It's very easy to use, and segmentation in your email is just a way of separating certain people, certain emails, and putting them in a folder based on behaviors or what their interests are, so that you actually are sending that. You can actually send them information that's specific to them. It's a great way to do email marketing. I'm not going to cover any more than that because I really don't want to overwhelm you guys. So yeah, so GetResponse is great for that. And my third one is Aweber. Aweber is very popular amongst consultants and coaches I work for. It seems like they all really enjoy Aweber. And while it's not my favorite, because I do prefer GetResponse, it's still a really good one to use. You know, and I think that people really enjoy Aweber because it is simple. It is simple, straightforward. It's not hard to navigate when you actually sign into Aweber. It's really easy to navigate, and you can segment your list, and it's a little more difficult than GetResponse. But the tracking features are really good in Aweber. I really like how they track the clicks. It's very simple. You can see who clicked on what link. You can see how many people open a certain email. So they do a really good job with that. So those are the 3 email marketing systems that I would suggest for you guys who are just starting out. So, you know, that's what I've got for you guys today. Try to keep it very simple. Again, you guys are going to have access to the PDF version of these slides so that you can get a hold of those links, and, you know, feel free to take notes on anything I'm saying on the PDF. You know, download it, use it, you know, keep it off to the side. And, you know, for tomorrow, we're going to be going through some fun stuff. So we're going to go beyond the basics and into the creative piece of building your website and getting it to convert. So we're going to talk about website branding, and oh gosh, this is really fun. Website branding. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about like color schemes. We're going to be talking, you know, what works and the psychology behind color schemes that works, and the layout, and what's really keeping people engaged on websites. So you're not going to want to miss day 2. Day 2 is probably my favorite day out of all the 5 days. Then we're going to talk about lead generation. Oh, that is my specialty, is lead generation. I love lead generation, and it's so fun to see putting lead generation tactics in place and seeing it work for people, and really seeing them engage and bring in those leads and convert those leads to paying clients. I mean, it's an amazing experience. It's really simple to do. It's actually very simple to do. People usually are like, oh, lead generation is so hard. It's so hard to connect to people. It's really not. It's really not, and it's not hard to convert them on your website if you know what to do. You know, and lastly, it's just I just want to fill you in some tips and tricks for conversions. And, you know, I've got some extra ones that me and my colleagues have really seen convert so well. 2016 has been a great year again for digital marketing, and I'm going to share some of these nice little insider secrets with you guys. So join me for tomorrow, and if you guys, you know, no worries if you can't watch them day 1 and then day 2 right after the other. I'm going to keep this challenge open for the next couple of weeks, so you can take your time and implement as you go along. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me today. All right, and bye.